Hello, and this will be probably our last video. In this video, we are going to talk about Reapack. You probably know what Reapack is about, so I will not go again in this video. And so in this video, we are going to learn how to create your own Reapack repository, so you can upload the scripts you made and other people can download it from Reapack. Okay. And also remember to donate to Reapack. You have donation links on GitHub and on PayPal, and it's good to donate for our community, especially something that is really the bones of our community, like Reapack. Imagine our community wouldn't be as big without it. It's really a core feature of our gathering. So remember to support it. And just to show example of our GitHub repository, okay, and just to show example of a GitHub repository, here is mine. And basically what you have here are the scripts inside folders, and down here you have a readme, which is just this thing here that I need to update. But much more important, there is this index.xml. Okay, so if we enter here, we are going to see the index.xml file, and this is what keeps what you need to be updating for Reapack read and distribute your scripts. Okay, so basically it is, for example, the script bar docker, the version 0.1, and it has a link for that specific version. Okay, and there is some more things about this XML, but basically to have a Reapack you need a GitHub, sorry, not a GitHub but a Git with these XML files and your scripts inside folders. And to update this index XML, you have 4 options. Okay, actually one is not one of these options is not updating this index XML, is actually going to Reapack, and instead of having your own repository, this method is just going here to Reapack website, and I think you can upload, not here, okay, Reapack upload script. Okay, package editor. And here you can upload your scripts to Reapack, and it will be inside the Reateam repository. So if you are doing scripts with really small files, like just one file, you can consider putting on the community repository, and then people don't even need to import your repository. You just need to put here on the website all of the things, complement the information, and this is the first method to have your scripts distributed on Reapack, which is using this thing to upload it. And the other 3 methods is actually updating your index XML in your Git repository. So the last method, so this of updating here is the easiest, and the hardest is updating your index by hand. So you go here and updates every line by hand. So this will take some time. I know people do that. Leandro Facchinetti is one that actually have a video teaching how to do. He did that. I don't do this method, but if you want, it's an option. And the other 2 methods, which are the moderate level, which you have more automation. One is using GitHub template. So here from Cephilion. So this GitHub template is really simple. You duplicate it, create a new Git based on this template, and it will come with some GitHub actions that every time you commit to your Git, for example here, mine repository came from this template. So every time I update it, I make a commit to it, comes a Reateam bot and modify the index for me. Okay, so all you need to do is modify your scripts, and then the bot will come and update the index for you. So this is, I think, the easiest way to have your own repository, and that we are going to cover in this video. And the other method of the for is using the indexer. Okay, so indexer will be a little more harder than the template. It's not that hard actually. You just need to install some things and run some things on the command line on your terminal, and it will update your index XML in locally, so you don't need to actually use the bot. You update in your computer, and then you just put everything on GitHub updated. Okay, so in this video, let's start learning using the template, and then I will show how to use the indexer. Okay, so let's start learning the template. Okay, so let's start learning how to create your own Reapack repository using Reapack template. So first thing, go to the repository from Cephilion with the template and click use this template and create a new repository. Of course, you probably will need a GitHub account for this. Probably not, you will need. And then you set that you are the owner, and then the repository name. So I will name it classes Reascript. Okay, so this will be the name. I will set to public. The reason I will set to public is because I want it public for everyone, but you probably can't put on private. Actually, I actually know that at least now you can't, because although everything would work, the only thing that would not work is Reaper trying to access your repository to download the files. As Reaper won't have the permission, it won't be able to access the files, and that's that. So let's put it public and click create repository. And it will create a new repository for you. Okay, so here are some instructions that we must do. But before I follow these instructions, there is one thing that, at least for now, is not listed here, which is go to settings, go to, where is it? Oh, here, actions, general, and down here, please check if it is on read and write permission. So this is giving GitHub the permission to write things on your repository, which is what we want. We want it to write or index file. So I just click here, read and write permissions. I'll go back to the code. Okay, and the first thing it asks us here, replace the name of the repository in index XML. So here we go to index XML, and then we edit this file. And here on this line, name, Reapack repository template, we are going to give the name of our repository, that you can name it anything you want. It don't need to match the name here on GitHub. So we can put classes. I will put almost the same thing. Reascript is script, and then we gonna commit changes, and here just the name of the commit. It doesn't matter what you put. I will put rename index name, commit to the master, commit master or main. Anyway, here now we must wait a little because it is pending to push here is the bot working, and after it work it will put a cross if it found some error, but we need to wait him. It normally takes about 2 to 3 minutes. So let's continue the instructions here. So replace the content of this file using the readme.md. Okay, so this readme is just this information here. We are not changing this now. Reapack index looks for packages, files in subfolders. So this is really important. So each folder that you have here will be besides this .github, each folder will be where you will put the scripts, for example, inside this example. And it's really important that you put the folders for the category of your files. So if you look, for example, on the Reascript repository, you see that the folders are related to the category, because this is how Reapack work. The folders will be used to mark the category of your script. You can put any name on the folder, but the first folder will be used for the category. Okay, so all the scripts that are inside this folder will be on the category Metadata. And by category I just mean on this Reapack window, they will be on the category of their folder. Okay, so for example, this Saiki stereo bulb sterilizer, it is inside a folder called basic. Let's see if it run it. Let me update it again. Okay, success. Okay, so now we know this about the folder tree structures. And next thing, it is alerting us about the metadata that our files need to have. So each file that you upload to your scripts needs to have a header with the information about them. You can click here, packing documentation, to see all the documentation that we have about scripts, and here you can learn all about them. We're gonna cover just some today, but if you have some doubt, go to this website and it is really well explained. Okay, so now let's just give a small look here on the example that came with it. So here you can see an example of a header. So // space, then sign, and then the metadata identifier, for example, version, and then the version number. If I remember correctly, version is the only needed thing that you must put on your script. You don't need to put something like about, author, description. You don't really need, but you really need the version, if I remember correctly. And if you are having like one script with many files, you just put the version on the main file, and all the others you will put a slash something like this. Let me actually write. If this wasn't the main file, instead of version, you would write this no index, okay? But this is the main file. Okay, so let's try to, okay, I want to discard. Let's try to update this repository. Okay, I'm recording. So first thing, I will download this. So let me create a folder here. New, so classes Reapack. Okay, and I will open this folder on VS Code, as I trust the authors, and we are going to download or we are going to git clone this repository. Okay, I think you can get from here, but if you are not using VS Code, it's very easy to use Windows command prompt or Mac OS terminal or even Windows shell. Let's just cd to this. So, there is a shortcut that I learned that you can just go here on inside this folder and name it cd. Oh, sorry, cmd. And then you have the folder opened here. You don't need to cd to the directory that you want. If you are lazy, like I am being lazy. Okay, so now that we are inside this folder, we are going to say git clone, and then we are going to get the link to the GitHub, which we just created, which is this one. So git clone this, and then press enter, and then it will clone. And by clone is basically copying the files. Okay, so we have it here. Okay, now let's open this subfolder that it created in VS Code. And now if inside VS Code you come here to source control, you can use this to manage your comments. So if you go here on the example and change something, so hello world to bye bye world, save this, and change the version as well. And by the way, the version are not decimal numbers, so 1.1 is lower than, for example, 1.15, and 1.15 is higher than 1.9, for example. So if you want, you can put more and more numbers. But okay, we are on the 1.1. Save this. Go to the source control. You can see here the changes that you made. You can put it to the stage changes and put a comment in it. So change example, and we are going to commit. And now we have sync changes. Probably if you don't have your GitHub account inside your VS Code, it will ask you to log in. And after you have login, you have these sync changes, so it will sync to GitHub. So I can go here. Let me try to put both on the screen here and say sync changes. Okay. And now if I update this, you can see the bot is already working to try to update the index XML. If I go here on the example, on the script version 1.1, bye bye world. And okay, we just need to wait again, and the bot will update the index for us. Now, while we wait, let's put another folder here on, let me do this inside VS Code because I think it will be easier to see. So we'll create a new folder and call it items. Put inside, yes. Okay, here items, and I will not create anything inside items, but I will paste the script that we made from the parameters, from item parameters randomizer. Okay, so I will put this script on the Reapack, remember them. So basically we'll just get all the files that this script have. Go here on the items folder, create a new subfolder inside it and call it randomizer item parameters. Okay, and inside this folder I will paste. Are you sure you want to paste the following 3 items? Okay, I want to. Okay, so but it didn't put it right. Oh no, it is right. Because there is no other folder inside items, so it's just showing me this. Okay. So okay, now I have here the script. What is missing? It's missing putting the metadata for all these files here. I think you don't need to put on the JSON, just on the Lua files for now. So this one is the main one. What you can actually do is go to a script that you like, the header, and use it as the default and change it as you need. I will try to do that using this here. I will not use the about. So just this. And I will paste on the main file of the classes randomizer items. I don't need description, so just author will be Bloomerts version 1.0. And now for this script we need to provide all of the other Lua files. So we need to say here on the start which files are being included with this one. So whenever the user install randomizer items, it will come with the user interface.lua, with this file, with this file, this file, with all the files that it needs. And all of these other files are not separated installations. So we say no index on the start of each of them. Okay, so no index, go to the next one, 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 and no index, and we close everything. Now we just need the part to put here, and you can check if you ever don't know how to do. The first thing I do is check in a script that knows how to do it, and the other thing is go to the documentation. And here, here you can see the bot already modified the index from the commit we just made it. But let's go to the packing documentation and let's search for provide. Okay, so provide. So you can provide one single file. You can also provide for a specific operating system, but you can also provide all the folders with inside it, with all the files inside it. So we're gonna use this second one. So we're gonna start with provides. So // provides. Okay, so we have provides, and then slash slash 1 2 3 4 spaces, and then you can say no main, but this is the default flag here. We'll leave it for now. It's no main. I am copying a little from the other code that I made, and then you put the file that you want. So for example, functions slash general function functions.lua. Okay, and then you go to every other file that you have, but you can do also this way, functions slash, you can do also this way, functions slash star.lua, and this will provide all the Lua files that are inside this functions folder. So it's a little easier to not commit some mistake. Okay, so let me check everything again. So our main file seems alright, at least with the most basic information. Let me see, the user file has the no index, the no index, the no index, the no index, the no index. Okay, so everything seems fine. So I can go to the source control, click everything that I change it to be staged, and say release of item randomization. Then I can commit and sync the changes with GitHub. Okay, as you can see, the Ria team bot came it and did a new version. You can see the changes that it did. It just came it here to the index and changed the things inside the index, and everything seems alright. If you now how you pass the Reapack for your friend to download our amazing script, you go here on the index XML, click on it, and click raw. Now you pass this link to them. So just copy it, go to Reapack, import repositories, import the link, click OK. And then now if you go to browse packages and search for randomizer item parameters, here is the thing that we just put it on Reapack. We are going to install it, click OK. Now let's search classes, randomizer item parameters, and here is our script. So everything seems to be working. I really like this user interface. So yeah, that's how you make your Reapack repository from the template. So now let's see a little how to use the indexer, okay? Okay, so last part of our videos, let's try to use the indexer to make the index for our Reapack. And then we don't need to use the template and we can use this locally. So first thing, go to the GitHub of the indexer. So here is the GitHub of the indexer. You go here on the wiki. It will have some instructions to how to install. So here for macOS, Linux and Windows, you will need to install some things. On macOS and Unix systems, I think it's really easy. Windows, it wasn't so easy for me, but I get eventually. I won't show how to install it because it's really just do these 3 steps. But importantly, restart our computer after you did this step, and I think after you can restart your computer after this second step, after installing Ruby and after installing CMake, I had, I think, to restart my computer. And okay, so do these three things first. And to me, this run gem install Reapack index took really a long time. I don't know really why, but it really took a lot of time. But okay, do these three steps, restart your computer after the second one here. And okay, so let's get started. You can also just read this, how to do it, and ignore this video, but I will show how I do it. So first thing, create a new folder for it. So folder, classes, Reapack, indexer. So we're gonna open this here, and you are going to send it to the terminal. So it is here on the terminal. You can also use PowerShell. And we are going to initiate a repository, so git init. Okay, so we have now a git inside our folder. And okay. And now you need to give a name to the Reapack repository. So it's that, basically that line that we changed it on the template. So Reapack, I think I typed it correctly. Yes. Reapack / index space / name space classes, then the name, classes, Reapack indexer, and close this, run this line, and it is taking a little time. Okay, and it said it changed one metadata. Commit the index, yes, commit created, and you can see it created the index for us. It's already working. So now we just need to update the folders with the files and create. So every time you modify this folder, you create a commit, and then you run the command reapack index. So just run this to update the index. It's easy as this. So let me open this folder on VS Code just because it's easier to see everything. Okay, so just store index, and I will copy the script that we just formatted. If you didn't watch it, the section of this video with the creating a repository using the template, I am basically using the randomizer item parameters script that I made, and I did put the metadata information. You can skip in this video, go back in this video to see if you didn't see already how to put the metadata information. Go back and see what are the metadata, but I will just get the files, everything already with the metadata. You need to put metadata on your files. So okay, I will copy everything, go here to our new git, create a folder and say items, enter in it, and paste everything. I need to copy it again. So copy, paste. Yes, I want to paste. Oh, and I want all of these not inside items, but inside a folder inside items. So you can see here, it's easier to see. So new folder, item randomizer, and let me put everything here. Okay, so now you can see here is the changes. We're gonna stage it and say publish item randomizer, and we are going commit it. And now we need to update our index. So go here and run this command. Index, Reapack index. Just run this. Nothing to do. Oh, I think we need to publish here our our thing first. So let me try to publish it first. So I'll click just here, publish branch, publish to GitHub public repository. Okay, so let me try to run the same thing. Okay, and now it updated the indexer. Of course, I need to publish first because the index needs the links for each file. And then we are committing it. And as you can see, it committed here one change. We're going to sync it. Wait. Okay, everything seems all right. We're going to sync or this change. This change is probably just the index change, just the file index. And now if I go to my GitHub, let me open on the another screen, my profile. And going here on repositories, here you can see classes, Reapack, indexer. And you can see it was created with everything. And all you need to do now is pass the index.xml to all your friends and family and dog. And that's it. That is the end of the last video. And I will say